Hi, and welcome to SHE-ensya. Our topic for today is setting up a meeting with your advisor and making the minutes of the meeting. When you're writing your research, you will find yourself in a position where you will need guidance, clarification, and help. Some are lucky that they can just knock on the door of their boss or call a friend, but for most of us, we have to set an appointment. So how do you write that email? First things first, try not to write a bad email. In your rush to communicate with your advisor, you might end up writing a bad email. To avoid this, let us dissect the parts of a bad email. A bad email will often have no subject header. This is the quickest way for your email to get ignored and also to go to the spam folder. A bad email contains text that assumes the reader has full knowledge of what the writer is going through, does not have any explanations. Is also written in a demanding tone as if the recipient is required to make time for the sender. A bad email also does not indicate the name of the sender. This is inconvenient as the recipient will still need to refer to the email address to check who sent the message. And finally, a bad email is one that is sent outside of office hours at an inconvenient time. Although your advisor can read it during office hours, it could be taken as a sign that you do not consciously respect his or her time. Now that you know what not to do, let's talk about what you should do. Writing a good email takes a little bit more effort, but it will increase your chances of getting the appointment that you need. And it will certainly help to make a good impression on anyone you'll send an email to. So what makes for a good email? Your email subject is clear and concise. It has the needed keywords for your reader to know the purpose of your email and if it needs to be prioritized. A good email contains a personalized, respectful greeting. The body, on the other hand, contains clear explanations of your purpose, your suggested date and time of a meeting if needed, and other future actions. It is also written in a tone that does not impose nor demand, but is instead a polite request. The closing remarks is gracious, pleasant, and respectful. It indicates the name of the sender to ensure that the recipient knows exactly who sent the email after he or she has finished reading the message. And finally, a good email is sent during office hours to indicate a respect to the recipient's time. The earlier in the day it is sent, the better. Once you've successfully set up the meeting with your advisor, the next thing to do is to prepare so that you can make a minutes of the meeting. The minutes of the meeting is a written record of the topics discussed, and it defines the actions that need to be done, who is responsible for those actions, when and where the actions need to be done, how the actions will be done, and why the actions will be done. Before you actually go to your meeting, there are certain things that you have to think about. Make sure that you have invited all important individuals for the meeting. Make sure that you've prepared the different topics to be addressed during the meeting. If possible, send the agenda to everyone who will attend one day before the meeting ensues. And finally, note what you know and what you'll say about the topics in order to save time and to be able to focus on important topics during the meeting. On the day of the meeting itself, make sure to arrive on time. Ask permission to record the meeting. Always. Remember to build your notes as the meeting progresses. Make sure to differentiate actions from remarks and note the different actions per person with a deadline. Make sure to type out your notes logically and not chronologically. Add a short summary at the end indicating the responsibilities of each individual with deadlines to help your colleagues remember what they need to do easily. If possible, send the minutes within 24 hours after the meeting, and the email should ask if there are points of corrections and clarifications. Always bring a copy of the minutes of the previous meeting to subsequent meetings and compile them all in a folder. I hope you were able to learn something from this short video. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please don't hesitate to let me your resident Filipina scientist know in the comments section below. Also, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much and see you around!